So now let us go to level number 2. Okay. So now in this level 2, what we are going to do is we are going to do some analysis, variance analysis. Variance means here we do have the football club, we do have the revenue items, we do have the forecast and also actual. So meaning to say every football club, they make money. They make a revenue from ticket sales. You go to stadium, you watch the football match, you pay money, the football club makes the money. Player transfer, they buy players, they sell players, they make money. If we watch TV, we watch in Malaysia, we watch Astro, so broadcasting rights, sponsorship, and tournament prize. So this is how a football club makes money. But of course, you want to present this to your manager, right? So how you're going to do is, like as you can see in this particular note, first thing is you put your cursor on the data, okay, anywhere, as long you put your cursor on the data. Second step is Control A. When you press Control A, you will notice that entire data will be highlighted. Control A, entire data will be highlighted. And the second step is you go to Insert, okay, Pivot Table, and then you can see over here, a box will appear. So once you click Pivot Table, a box will be appear, and then you go to New Worksheet and you press OK. So now you are in the new worksheet. Okay. So what I'm going to do is maybe I'll just put revenue items under the rows, forecasted revenue, and also actual revenue. Okay. So this is the data. But of course, this data is very hard to interpret because you don't know if it's 28,000 or 280,000. So what I do is I highlight all this, right click, I go to format cells, and I go to accounting, and I just remove this decimal and remove no currency. So now it looks in a proper format. We have the comma, it looks nice. Okay. So as you can see over here, under your pivot table analysis, there is a word called fill item set. What will do is this feature will help us do some calculation, meaning to say, so if just say I put my cursor over here, fill item and set, I go to calculate fill. So I'll calculate this fill. So this one can help us to calculate new fill. So if just say I want to put here variance analysis. Okay. And then I do forecasted revenue, insert, minus actual revenue, insert. And then I press add, I press OK. So now you have the variance analysis. Okay. So, and then what I can do is maybe I'll just untick this actual, untick forecast. So now we can focus on the variance, the difference between the actual and also the forecast. Okay. And then what I click, I go to sort largest to the smallest. So you see here, largest to the smallest. So the big one is positive, the smallest one is negative. Okay, that means the forecast is greater, if forecast is the lesser than the actual. And then what you can do is, you go to design, you remove the grand total. Okay, so now we have removed the grand total. You highlight all these, you go to home, conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, whichever that is lesser than 0, you show red color. So now you see that this data is red color because the forecast is lesser than the actual. And then you can actually go to your pivot table analysis. So once you go to your pivot table analysis, you go to insert slicer, you choose football club and you press OK. So now in this case, if just say I click maybe Arsenal. So of course, Arsenal is they are making good. Their actual is still lesser than the forecast. If just say I look at Chelsea, so Chelsea, they has the variance, maybe underutilization in ticket sales and broadcasting. Okay, so basically this is how you can do some presentation to your manager. Okay, so just to repeat, pivot table is, you remember this thing, SAP. That means S for summary, it summarizes the data, A for analysis, and P for presentation. So this is what pivot table can do. Okay.